I want to draw your attention towards National Highway number 60, the major portion of which falls in my parliamentary constituency in West Bengal. The said national highway is a very busy road. Trucks, buses, and other vehicles ply on the road. It is needless to mention here that the number of the vehicles is so high that it causes jam every day. The said vehicles cannot run smoothly. Not only that accident takes place every day, this has become an accident prone zone. I would appeal to the government to convert this busy road into a four-lane road as it will benefit both the people and business. Kanyakumari district has 98% literacy rate compared to other districts in Tamil Nadu. Keeping in view the high literacy rate, it has to be given more importance in the development of educational sector and other related facilities. This district depends on agriculture, from where its major revenue is being generated. There are a total of 808 schools and 178 colleges in this district. I would like to draw the attention towards the fact that there is no research and development center in Kanyakumari for the development of agriculture, horticulture, and fisheries. Establishment of research and development center along with the relevant colleges will boost the educational sector very much to safeguard the interests of population depending on the manufacturing and making of rubber. More and more avenues are required. Indian rubber, especially from Kanyakumari, is having more demand in international market because of its good standard and quality. In order to sustain the quality and increase in production of rubber, our research education center is very much essential to attract more students and to render qualitative education. Establishment of research and development centers along with colleges in the relevant fields are very much needed. Hence, I urge upon the government to establish research and development centers in the relevant fields in Kanyakumari district for the larger interest of the people. I would like to place before the government the loss occurred in Kerala due to monsoon calamity from 1st June to 1st July 2013. Almost all the agricultural produce and cash crops were severely affected. Infrastructure facilities such as bridges, roads, electricity have been damaged to the greater extent. Scores of persons have died. The preliminary estimated loss comes to about rupees 500 crores in real terms. The government of Kerala has already submitted a representation for immediate financial assistance to the state. Earlier, there was a heavy loss due to severe drought in the state. The drought and flood have adversely affected the economic and financial structure of the state. Therefore, I request the government to take immediate steps to give financial assistance to the state. This year, the production of jute is up to the satisfaction level. In most districts of West Bengal, the quality of jute is undoubtedly superior and glossy this year in comparison to few years due to enough rainfall throughout the state. The farmers did not face any problem regarding the rotting of the jute, but the problem arose when Jute Corporation of India fixed the MSP of the jute to rupees 2300 per quintal. You will be surprised to know that this is only rupees 100 more from the previous year. It is a known fact that the prices of fertilizers have increased by more than 15% compared to last year, and also there is a huge input cost in the form of labor and making the soil ready for plantation. Now, after the declaration of MSP of jute by Jute Corporation of India, the poor farmers are agitated throughout the state and also burnt dry jute in protests. I therefore request the Honorable Minister of Textiles through this August House to increase the minimum support price of jute to rupees 5000 per quintal from rupees 2300 so that the poor farmers of West Bengal are benefited. Madam, it is a matter of grave concern that the prices of almost all essential commodities are rising. Inflation has already crossed 10%. The livelihood of the people of our country is in a very bad condition. The government has deregulated the prices of petrol and diesel. Earlier, they deregulated the prices of petrol. As a result of this, the oil companies are increasing the prices of diesel and petrol every month. This time the increase in the price of petrol is almost rupees 3 during this year. The increase in the prices of petrol and diesel has been for more than 6 times. Madam, this House is demanding that there should be restructuring in the tax duties and cess. Whenever there is an increase in the price of petrol and diesel, there is an increase in the tax collection.